Chapter 13. You now have the keys to the kingdom. It's time to unlock your potential. If you've read all the way through this book, we salute you. Really, we know how much time and effort you put into being a dentist and finding the energy and willpower to train yourself to become a marketing guru is not easy. So congratulations on making it this far. You now have the keys to the marketing kingdom. You really do. Everything you need to create and maintain a powerful, game-changing marketing campaign is between the covers of this book. And if you've read this book, it's now between your ears, ready to be referred to as you put together a promotional strategy to take your practice to the next level. Let's look at what we've learned. Reflect the patient's perspective in all your marketing efforts. In the first couple of chapters, we cracked the dental consumer's mind wide open. Your understanding of their unique mindset has grown by leaps and bounds. You know that patients see dentistry as invasive. What's business as usual for you is an invasion of their personal space, puts them in a vulnerable position, and sometimes it can hurt like hell. Getting beyond these resistance points will be an integral part of your marketing activities. Understand consumers' minds, not just their teeth. In Chapter 2, you also learned about the hidden motivations of dental consumers. You learned that using wishy-washy, "we really care" statements just doesn't cut it, and "we're the best" statements will just get you in trouble. And most importantly, you learn the secret leverage points that will vault your marketing efforts ahead of your competitors. For instance, you know that most dental consumers are about 40 years behind the times, so you can market all that cutting-edge technology that's been sitting in your office for the past 20 years. By stepping outside your own specialized mindset and learning to think like a dental consumer, you'll develop stronger, more effective marketing messages. You'll give people the information they desperately need to make a decision about their dental care while inspiring their confidence in your expertise. While everyone else is using wishy-washy "because we care" statements or bragging about credentials the consumer doesn't understand or care about, you'll hit a home run with simple benefit-based language that describes procedures that are old hat to dentists but brand new to the general public. You'll win their trust by offering much-needed guidance on how to choose a good dentist, and you'll build a top-tier, high-yield patient base by marketing yourself on the quality of your service, the benefits of mainstream technology, and the conveniences your practice offers, not on low prices. Truly understanding the mind of your target market is the key ingredient in crafting marketing messages that get results. Identify the marketability of your practice. With your knowledge of the dental consumer's mind, you can zero in your practice's unique competitive advantages. By focusing on consumer perceptions about dentistry, you can figure out what really impresses and appeals to them and market the hell out of it. For instance, those digital x-rays that every single one of your competitors uses. If you're the only practice that markets their benefits, you're the only practice to offer this cutting-edge technology in the eyes of the consumer. Keep growing your marketability by offering services that patients really want, such as sedation, core deep bleaching, short-term ortho, and sleep apnea treatments. You can also secure your future marketability with a modest investment in technology and by improving the conveniences your practice offers. Check Chapter 3 for a list to choose from. Introduce one improvement per quarter to your practice to keep giving consumers a reason to choose you. Just remember to stay away from strategies that widen the value gap. such as slashing prices and offering cheap deals. Marketing yourself on price alone devalues the service you offer and reduces your per-patient revenues, guaranteed. Be aware of the marketability of your practice. This book has also armed you with a critical understanding of the role your location plays in your marketing activities. Understanding these realities is key to predicting your marketing success. You may never have considered the effect your location could have on your marketing success, but now you know that the only way to set realistic expectations is to know how your market area compares to the average market area of one dentist for every 1,650 people. If your local ratio is less advantageous, you know you're going to have to beef up your marketing budget in order to see results. On the plus side, now you won't cycle through dozens of different marketing tactics, wondering why nothing is working. If you have plans to set up, relocate, or expand to a new practice area, you can also use the information in this book to help you choose the right location and avoid areas that seem ideal but are actually very challenging to turn into a success. Choose your mediums wisely. Before you picked up this book, you probably thought television was the holy grail of advertising and direct mail was dead as a doornail. Well, we hope you've shaken up some of your assumptions, replaced them with the hard facts about which mediums work and which ones are better left alone. Within these pages, we've distilled years of experience in using, testing, tracking, and refining the use of different types of mediums. And you now know just about everything we do. Hopefully, we've saved you from wasting thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars on yellow page ads that nobody reads anymore, or television and radio ad campaigns that aren't right for your demographic or don't play often enough to get results. When it comes to marketing, it's very easy to spend right down to your pocket lint and get nothing back if you don't know which mediums to choose. Get $5 TV ads. It's possible. We shared insider tips on how to put together big television ad campaigns on a tight budget by purchasing discounted ad space on local cable. Refer to Chapter 6 for details. For as little as $5 a pop. You can also minimize your production costs by purchasing a syndicated ad package. Use marketing mediums that are surefire winners. We've shown you some of the surprisingly effective mediums that many dentists mistakenly avoid. As we conclude this book, we want you to start thinking about the internet and direct mail activities you can use to confidently and immediately boost your new patient numbers. Don't forget to check back to Chapters 7 and 8 for loads of valuable information on creating websites and direct mail pieces that really work. These two superstar mediums are no-brainers for any dentist in any market. So whoever you are and wherever you practice, put this book down and get started. Avoid the 7 deadly sins and use the magic formula. After introducing you to all the fun mediums you can spend your marketing budget on, we showed you how to not spend it and how to allocate marketing funds effectively. First, we listed the 7 deadly sins of budgeting. Here they are again. Sin number 1, not having budget at all. Sin number 2, reducing the budget when business picks up. Number 3, waiting until business is slow to allocate a budget. Number 4, having a budget but not fully funding it. Sin number 5, having a budget but not allocating it properly. Sin number 6, having a budget but not calculating your return on investment. Sin number 7, letting CPAs, practice managers, or even other dentists dictate your budget. Then we showed you the right way to budget your marketing activities and shared the magic formula for determining exactly how much you need to spend annually on your marketing campaign. Refer to Chapter 10 to figure out what you should be spending this year and every year after that. We also showed you how to protect your precious marketing dollars by understanding the risk associated with the various media and starting out with low-risk fundamentals like referral campaigns, direct mail, and internet marketing before branching out into higher-risk activities with your eyes wide open. Deployment progression. Minimize risk, max out the returns. This book introduced you to one of the most important and most overlooked marketing concepts, deployment progression. Many people spend years marketing their business without knowing anything about deployment progression, and they waste time and money as a result. Deploying each medium in a specific order helps to minimize the risk to your marketing budget by ensuring that you are trying low-risk, high-yield mediums first, and as a result, seeing a solid return on your investment. Deployment progression techniques also ensure that supportive mediums, such as websites and direct mail, are in place ahead of the mediums they support. For instance, mediums like television and radio will perform better if A, consumers have already seen your brand on a direct mail piece or a newspaper ad, and B, consumers can be directed to an existing website. Fight liars, computers, and other enemies of accurate ROI calculation. We gave you some bad news about the scoundrels and liars that surround you, including your staff, your patients, and your practice management software. But we also gave you some surefire ways to cut through the lies and get at the true returns your marketing investments yield. This is an area where most dentists make catastrophic errors in judgment and even abandon perfectly good or even stellar ad campaigns because their data is incomplete and because they aren't using the right calculations to determine the revenues these campaigns generate. We showed you some simple, effective ways to eliminate human and computer error from your existing systems, and we introduced you to call tracking services that let you track inquiries effortlessly and ensure your staff is effectively handling those inquiries to turn them into appointments. Attract high ROI patients for exponential returns. We shared an important insight about the ideal patient you want to attract for optimal returns on your marketing investment. If you want to generate 3, 5, 10, or 50 times more revenue to your practice over time, start tailoring your marketing efforts toward attracting Mom, the fiercely protective dynamo who will do anything to protect her family's health, including paying top dollar for the best dental care. When you tap into Mom's psyche, you can expect to see incredible returns for years to come. Protect your investment with good retention strategies. Many dentists are letting serious revenues slip through their fingers because they overlook patient retention strategies. Don't focus so hard on acquiring new patients that your existing patients slip away. Remember, to sustain growth, the number of new patients coming in must be equal to or greater than those going out. Attract high-quality patients who are more likely to commit to recare, and make sure your office staff is well-trained and on the ball when it comes to booking recare appointments. Track marketing returns accurately with the ROI multiple. We revealed the single most important concept in measuring your marketing strategies accurately, the ROI multiple. Most dentists, if they track their marketing ROI at all, track it for no longer than 12 months. But that's an incomplete system that can hide the real winners in your marketing campaign and make activities with short-term gains look more attractive than they really are. By tracking your ROI for a period longer than 12 months, for 3 to 6 years, for example, you'll be able to see the real long-term results on your marketing activities and adjust your campaigns each year to ensure maximum success. With clean data and more accurate ROI measuring techniques, you'll never waste time and money churning through a succession of marketing activities. You'll know exactly what's working every step of the way. Use marketing and management strategies to manage change. Change is a natural part of managing your business, but it can also seriously affect your profitability and growth if you don't manage it successfully. Marketing is the foundation for healthy business growth, and it can also be used to ease the way for significant transitions in your practice, including bringing on an associate, moving away from insurance, breaking out of a specific service niche, or pushing beyond a revenue plateau to reach the next level in profitability. We showed you how marketing should work hand in hand with good management strategies to help you increase patient flow, attract the right kind of patient, and promote your services most advantageously. By using marketing and management strategies to cope more effectively with practice or personnel changes and pave the way for increased capacity and profitability, you will never have to feel as though you are not in control of the direction your practice is moving. Do you remember the first thing we told you about marketing in this book? The very first thing? It went like this: the marketing of ideas is the most powerful force on earth. Now you have that power at your fingertips. In fact, you always had that power within you. We've just given you the tools and knowledge to communicate it to the world. Now you can share your ideas, your knowledge, and your expertise with potential patients in ways that they understand, using mediums that they are most likely to notice and consume regularly. In doing so, you will not only be fulfilling your business potential, you'll be changing their lives for the better.